Alrighty then. So what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Tig right here. This is a shout outs and love and tribute in a way, and to keep reality in check. I want to thank. This is a Mother's Day. I hope everybody call their mom, wishing the best of luck. Do help them out if you could help out. Sometimes it's tough. This the world right now is we're living in is really tough. I want to wish all the mothers out there who have worked hard, did the due diligence of being a sacrificing mom who did what she had to did to create a happy and kid, a happy child, happy family. That's most I would love the moms to be create a happy family and environment and do great things for their children. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes you can do some hard sacrifices, but the moms who came together and did great things, who have kept the dads in, not say I wouldn't say check, but kept the fathers and make sure that a kid has both sides. I'm always on the thing of a yin and a yang. Like we need both to have a happy family, happy kid, and everything. I want to thank all the moms who do that, the wives who who became the backbone in a way of helping the family progress further. All the moms, God bless you. Enjoy your day. Hope that you are relaxing with your feet up or have a little massage or something. You deserve it. You deserve it. But like a couple of people from moms and stuff, they go to they go to church and they do stuff. So like I said, for the happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who have done great things for their children and hold down the family. I have no ill will. I'm happy, much respect for y'all for what you have done because it's not an easy job to become a father. It's not an easy job becoming a mother. But as a mother, you have sacrificed a lot of stuff, your body, your temperament sometimes. Cause we know us kids, we get on your nerves. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. We get on your mom's though. We drive you batty sometimes, and we need a little discipline once in a while. We do that. I understand that. As a son, we do get on people's nerves once in a while, kids, and for the mothers who have basically found a way to, how should I say this, be flexible. I mean, even though that I give my hats off to for the women who be more flexible, who's like, wow, like, okay, my son needs this, my daughter needs this, and some of you will have, and also again, I cannot give credit to the women who adopted kids. I've known a couple women who have adopted kids and made them into their family, bring kids into their family and made them feel like a family, or those who didn't have kids and wanted to do something and they adopted kids and have done successful job because I knew two people personally who adopted kids. They had kids, but adopted children, and they have gone to do great things and have happy lives. Man, mothers like y'all, my hat is off to y'all for sure. So I mean, mother is something that we should hold precious just as much as fathers, but it's Mother's Day, so mother is something we should hold precious for what this woman who gave life and keeps giving life to humanity, and those who take it as I won't say a burden, but as a feeling of you wanted to have some to continue lineage, who wanted to mold and have a better future, because the mothers are the first, the gatekeepers to your child learning things, and not much now. Just it's back and forth. But for those who really do it, oh man, again, I have my hats off to y'all who sat there and did great job raising many kids and kept everything going well. Who give me a second. Let me open the chat on Project Open like live. All right. So, oops, gotta freeze that as well. Freeze. Okay, so the chat is open on Project Open Mic. Again, on YouTube, there's a project. Is YouTube? The channel is called Project Open Mic. and we talk about real issues and stuff. You've done seen the stuff. I talk about everything, but I've so there's a chat open up if anybody want to ask questions and stuff like that. But like I said, today is a double-edged sword. That's what I want to talk about. But like I said, I cannot help for the mothers who've done great things. Again, the sacrifices y'all do, the things that you taught us, the way that life molds you to mold us. Sometimes there's a lot of mothers who struggle hard, a lot of mothers who fought an uphill battle. Some die in the process, some had to really strive through the process to get what it is. But for those who survived it, and again, their children or child came out happy and enjoy, and you produce a great member to society. Again, there's nothing else I could say. So for all the mothers out there, again, man, I mean, it is a tall order. We need mothers out there, and that's why I want to be positive at first, because yes, we do need great moms to help society. Because again, we need the men, we need the women. Both is symbiotic. We need both parties to create. Statistically, has shown both parties has made more well-adjusted, more how should I say this? Diverse, more warm, more. I mean, you need to show the compassion. And like I said, for the mothers who got sons, woo! I wish you all the best. The mothers who got sons, I give it to y'all. Y'all who got sons, because again, I know I was a wild boy. I know for sure. For the mothers who have sons in the old days and raising up now, thank you. Raising up great men who went on to sacrifice to do other stuff in the army, in the military. My hats off to you, who was the strong, again, who was the leading shoulder to help us keep on going further. For the moms, man, it's a blessing that you guys do that. And for those who have the daughters, I can't speak to that. I have a sister, of course. I have 3 sisters, but I have a sister, of course, and I've seen how some mothers go back and forth with their daughters because it's it's a female thing. But hey, again, those who pull it off, I know sometimes I look at it from the outside. I'm like, whoo. I remember somebody asked me if I ever had a child, what would I want? Would I want a daughter or a son? I said I'm like, I want a son, but hey, I can't choose to what I want. So my blessings to the mothers who sometimes got to go to this stuff, because there's some women out there I've seen the back and forth with their and their daughters, and it's catty. But if you make it through and your daughter is a productive person of society, awesome, 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 awesome. And I hope that you install the best knowledge you can into the mother, into your daughter, I should say, sorry, into your daughter or granddaughter, so she could steward some of that to keep the generation going, to have logical, peace, productive human beings in the society we call life. It is, like I said, it's never been an easy job, and to see some of the turmoil that's going on in the world, sometimes like I say, you need that shoulder as a son or as a son or as a daughter to lean on, to feel loved, and that's what it is. And again, props up to the grandmas and the great grandmas who installed the wisdom. As one of my friends said, when you become old, a lot of people don't become old because of being stupid. You could be smart. You could absolutely be smart and talk about what's going on in the world and pass on knowledge that you have to install your daughters to become, again, a mother and do the right decisions. So, and also install into the sons to help the sons understand what do we need, in a woman. That's why, even with forgot his name, the scientist. He was saying that we have a syndrome that we want. I mean, we in most cases the mother's the first thing that as sons we see, and we do want the woman that we end up marrying or having a baby with to be more close to our mother if the mother was not. That's the best I could put it. But if the mother wasn't seen as like a crazy or bad mom, because they are such things, or sorry, but it's true if or egg donor, because there are a lot of egg donors. I think we're using the word mother a little too loosely, and that's why I want to praise all the women who sacrificed and did the stuff it is. But just because you had a kid doesn't mean your mom or mother. I'm sorry, no. Just as you could do a guy who just had a kid. He's a sperm donor. Well, we have egg donors. But I'll slide that to the back a little because again, I want to be nice. I want to praise the women who really do it. But for the grandmothers who pass on the knowledge and keep things going, that's great. And like I said, for the women who has sons and install what we want, again, we do want to have a woman who's close to mom if the mom was really good and installed our sensibility of morals and correct, morals and justice and stuff like that. Like we want her to say, hey, you know what? We want this to be close to our mom. We don't want it. I forgot what they call it again. What do they call it again? Floyd. Yeah, Floyd syndrome. Yes, Floyd. We don't want to date our moms, but we want to have the characteristic of what our moms into, because that's the female we spend most of the time with. For good or bad or ill or will, we just want that. So I hope for the moms to install that into their kids, into the sons, so they're like, all right, I want somebody. And I hope the sons are smart enough to like, you know what? When you see something bad, you're like, no, I don't want to date you. I don't, no, move away. And no, you want to go and do the right thing and find a woman who install greatness into you. And for the daughters, like I said, I hope they see that their mom and their father, even if they didn't marry, and the father's in the life and he does great things, even if that's the case, hopefully that the fathers, the daughters see this guy treats their mom, most of them who marry, but again, you don't have to be married to see this, but if you see that the guy treats the mother right and have respect and all this stuff, that you go out and see, hey, I want somebody who is respectful that way to me as a guy. It works tandem in both ways. And again, I'll do the exact same thing on Father's Day. Hopefully I will get an interview with a guy, one of the guys who's on Project Open Mic, and talk about fathers as well too. Oh, another guy. I know two people because don't want to push fathers aside, because again, it's a yin and yang. And also got a shout out to the mothers because sadly I have a friend that went through this. But for the mothers who hold it down as mother and father, who went through tragedy of like they lost the father, like my friend, whose husband got gunned down tragically, and now she has gunned down. She is now the mother and father. Or for the army, for the military guys who go out there and for the military family who lost their dads or their sons or their brothers and stuff. My hats is off to you. That's why, of course, for Teeth Records, we always donate to the Fisher House Foundation to help families in time of need. I've given hours, I've given money, hours, fly miles to get mothers. If their son got hurt or their husband got hurt, and they go into certain the army flies them to a certain hospital, the fly miles, again, it's fisherhouse.org. Check it out. It's a wonderful foundation for the families. But they bring the mothers or the wives over to the healing vets and help them heal. And trust me, I know it feels great to have the woman of your life or the person who's kept you calm beside it helps you heal. And I have always donated to Fisher House. I've raised more than $2 million for Fisher House since 2012, since I started doing Radio T3. And I'm going to keep on continuing it, of course. Memorial Day is coming up. You know that. And Veterans Day, we're going to do a little stuff on the Radio T3 that we always do. but this is Project Open Mic as well, so we're gonna do certain things. But for the mother to be there to help the sons heal, man, it's a powerful thing. Instead of giving time, money, because I've done like cake sales and stuff just to help the things, and talk to some veterans moms and their wives. And like I said, it's a hard time in their life, including if they do lose the person, which is sad. But I have to give shout outs to them for, like I said, for the moms who come and do the great things. I have to also give shout outs to my grandma. Even though she's not gonna see this per se, I mean, it's up to my cousin if she's gonna let her play, but I'll talk to her about it. But this lady is a great, great, great grandmother. My grandma, of course, she's all that. But from what she has seen and for what she also has lost, and that lady is as strong as he is. God bless Lee. Next week she'll be 91, and hope she has many more. She has her faculties right. She can walk on her own power. I hope I get that gene. I got that gene. I could do that. But that lady, for what she has gone through, and if you're on Facebook, as most of y'all see, I'll make most of put a picture up there. Like, she was the one who gave me the idea of TT Records. She was there when I got my awards in 2007 when TT Records got blown up. She was. I took a picture with my first set of awards, and that lady was there. And for the love and loss, everything she go through, she's been a strong pillar. And man, that's what I say. Grandmas are important too. I mean, seriously, like grandmas, aunts, uncles, aunts. I mean, grandmas, aunts, sisters. Y'all stepped into a role that is very important to, to society. We all live on this little marble, and we do need to coincide. And we do need people to teach us what's right from what's wrong without having to, whatever. We don't teach them to control our emotions, our anger. Nurse us to become very well adapt. And like I said, for the moms who flex a lot, props to you. And for those, again, who are widowed and widowed for the husbands, or something happened and you have to step up into that role of becoming a mother and a father, not by choice. And I do mean it's not by choice, because there's some women who choose by choice to become single moms. There's a different topic, not praising them too much. But those who became single and went through that horrible divorce, or who was widowed, or like I said, the military moms and dads and all the military moms who went through that stuff, and who had became the mother and the father, and those, of course, who adopt kids. There's nothing else we could say. Those are the women we should pay tribute to. We should. And that's all I could. There's nothing else to say than that. And I hope everybody out there, like I said, call their mom, wish them Happy Mother's Day. If you're far away, like I'm far away from my mom and my grandma, so at this point I could do this call. But when I get to head back down to the Caribbean, I'm gonna do what I can to help them out as best as I can. Including those who are trying to go through what's going on with the storms. And I hope Mrs. May. And it's already hot I'm in North Carolina. It's already hot. So people in the Caribbean, even though I'm going to come down and help give out stuff and help prepare for the hurricane season, please prepare, because I do not want a next horrible year like last year. But man, you never know. You never know. Prepare yourself. It's already starting to get hot. Sorry. Understandably. So, but again, for the moms out there, again, who are doing the right thing, and for the Facebook people, thank you for what you have done. You are appreciative. You are more than something that we look up to. We treasure you, and we should treasure you as kids. For the moms who do great. Same thing on live chat. Yeah, we really gotta um, bring up the positives. But as you saw in the title, let's keep it real. So now we're going to keep it real. Moms, you have something that you have to do. In this world that we live in today now, sadly, there are a lot of things that happen that's changing the way we think of people. In the world we live right now, they're changing definitions of words. They're trying to praise people who don't need to be praised. That's why I'm sorry. I want to delineate the single moms who went through some stuff that, but statistically, a lot of single moms who choose to be that, like I said, they raise some of the most hellions. So I'm not praising that. Because again, if a guy could have sex with a kid and don't be in the kid's life and he's a sperm donor, trust me, there are multiple egg donors out there. They are. And I wouldn't want to praise, I would love to praise some women who saw that they couldn't take on the role, and again, because I know kids who got adopted, who couldn't take on a role, and they did give their kid up adoption when they was young. I don't say that's a wisdom beyond years, but that's just knowing that, okay, I'm not a responsible person, but let me give it to somebody who is responsible, who maybe have a better shot at this, because the situation we're living in is not going to be conduit into anything. It really isn't. So for the moms who do that, like for the ladies who did that and selfishly just, bad or good, because I know who's going to be on Project Open Mic. There's a guy, and then his mom gave up him, and he's doing very well. He's doing awesome, and he loves that. He loves his newfound family that he got adopted into, and he's doing well. He's a hard worker, but he's like, you know what? Hey, he know the situation of what his mom was that gave him up, and it could have been rough. It could have been horrible. But he himself thanked his mom for giving him up, knowing the situation she was in, and he's happy to have his foster, his mom, foster, his adoptive, foster, no, his adoptive father and mother, who took him in and made him a very respectable person to help people. The guy's a very philosophical. Like when I talk to him, he is a very deep thinking young man, and that's why like I said, I asked him a couple questions like, do you feel ill will that your mom gave you up? And he's like, no, I'm happy where I'm at, and it is, and I understand what she was going through, and I respect it. So again, there are women who do courageous things out there in the world, and I'm sure, like I said, it's awesome and awesome. And for the ladies out there, I gotta get one more shot before I go kind of negative in a way to keep it real. But for the ladies out there who do the right thing by waiting until they get out of high school, waiting to get a job or career, you could say job, but I would say more job than career, and also super props for the women who get married before they have a child. Props up to you, because maybe your mom installed it into you, seeing that, or it's two things. Your mom and dad installed it into you that you wanted to have a family and do it the right way. So, and you got married and you want to have a child the right way. Because me, I'm the same way too. I ain't having a child until I'm married. Nah. I want to make sure I love this child, because let's be honest, most children are born today. Most children are born through lust, not through love. We all know what it is. Come on, let's be honest with ourselves. One night, and then next thing you know, there you are. But majority, like I said, for those who plan it out, who go through the sequence, those women, I think you're gonna install great things into your daughters or sons. That you went out and marry somebody, or even if you're not married, but have a real relationship, and it's coincide that you guys are really good, and you choose to have a child. Props to you that you waited until everything is good, instead of because we need to teach our young daughters everybody's talking about we need to do with these young girls to do this and do that, and because of how the news is and how things are, you can get caught up in a lot of things. Peer pressure is a, how should I say this? Peer pressure is a devious tool that the devil used to get young women and young men, but since we're talking about women, young women to do despicable things or things that they never planned to do. We have these things where women, with these young girls, all get pregnant at the same time in high school, and pregnant parties and all that. No, you don't need that. You don't. They pressure these girls to this or to sleep with a dude so she could feel accomplished or feel a part of the group. We need to, mothers, you need to get in there and make your daughters feel loved, that they don't look for outside help. Same thing to the fathers. Make sure that you get in there and make those daughters understand that you do not need to do certain things. As Chris Rock said, his number one job being a father is to make sure that my daughter never gets on the strip pole. And that's Chris Rock saying that. But for those women who go through, who got married and who's going to plan and who's planning to have kids, oh my God, God bless you. You're doing the right thing. Is it going to work out for the best? Nobody knows. But in the world that we live in right now, we have choices, and in the choices of the world, you could choose to have less of a problem than more of a problem. Because life just happens. It really does. But you can choose what to do with your life, do your life majority of the time. Not all. I understand that. Just like if I don't want trouble or whenever I try my best to lessen how should I say, lessen the possibilities of me screwing up. I am gonna screw up. I've done things that's whatever, but I have known that I have known from since I was young that I was going to have to marry somebody before I have a child. Never did. Never unprotected sex. Never gonna do that until I'm married because I'm not taking no chances. You just ain't. And we gotta pull that in. And fathers and mothers have to put it in their young daughters to, protect yourself. Make sure you get to a point where you think you could have it, and you can do great things by just relaxing and waiting for, how should I say, wait for the right time. It's not, I don't want to say wait for the right time, but wait for the right circumstances to the degree. Because again, you shouldn't really have kids if you're in high school. You shouldn't. If that happens, there's a breakdown in the family, or most cases they never had a father figure, and things happen where, that's why I am advocating for, if you are new to Project Open Mic, and I see a lot of people joining in here and also Facebook, Project Open Mic is a radio show that I do, and I'm gonna do with Facebook and stuff, that we can have conversations and we talk about what's going on in the world, of course, and again, have conversations, because people basically we argue, we bicker, we fight, we don't have conversations anymore. It's a left, right, black, white, men versus woman, all that stuff. We need a balance, and I want people to understand that the idea of a mother should be sacred. Same thing as a father. The idea of a father should be sacred. We should praise those who should obtain it. Not be just because you had a child, you become a mother. No, or a father. It's in the way that you treat your offsprings and rear them up. And you pass down the knowledge. That's why I say God bless the grandmothers and the great-great-grandmothers, like my grandma, and the grandmas and the moms and the aunts who step in the role sometimes, who did it, or the sisters who step in the role. We got to take it, because if sometimes the brother, the sister kicks in. I've seen that. We got to appreciate those who steps up to put in that foundation, along with a good male figure, to have a really as best as you can, well-balanced young person, or offspring, children. Yeah. So I want the mothers to, and again, install this into your daughters. Wait until the time, because that's what they wait until the time. Get out of high school. Get yourself a job or something. Do not get installed into many crazy things. And women, you have the choice. It is sad, and I give it. It is sad in a way that you have the ultimate choice of who you who your child is. Personality wise, everything in most cases, you do have this. It's a burden, but you do have it. So I would say, please protect yourself. Find the right guy, the best as you can to become. And remember, if you're gonna have a child, try to find a father, not a sperm donor. That's the choice is all you, because a guy could do the same thing too. Because I was listening, and like I said, I was listening to a show, and the woman was saying that she was saying, "Oh yeah," because they were talking about this. I'm not gonna talk about this topic too much because it's not needed, and that's what I have some clips here, and I skipped that clip because it's not needed in this really. But she was talking about abortion and saying something like that. She said, "Well, women are not, there's a lot of young girls out there who boyfriend choose not to wear a condom," and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." If that's the case, we gotta tell these young girls, if your boyfriend does not want to wear a condom, seriously, I'm dead rights with this. If you don't want to wear a condom, which is the bare minimum that a guy could do, since all we have is abstinence, condom, and snip snip. If you don't want to do that, you should not be with that person. In nine out of 10 times, it might be they got a couple guys who might come through it, but on average, not even on average, on the high statistical rate, that guy don't care about it. It's not only just because of the, you can have a child, of course, STDs and all that stuff. But if you don't want to do that, no. Now, if you've bound the relationship and you get through the first couple intercourse and you get to test each other out, or you got a nice trusting person to think, that's a different story. But for you the first time and not do that, nah, you are crazy, lady. I was like, listen to that. I was like, you are out your mind. Ain't no way. And I want to install that to young girls. If a guy would do that to you and you do that and it comes up like, no, do not. He don't care about your well-being. He don't care about you. And there's I know there's 1% of guys who do, and it's different. But on average, don't do that. That's why I choose not to have unprotected sex until I'm 30. I'm 35. Hell, not taking no chances. But I will say, like I will say again, like we have to install the greatness into the children, including our young daughters, to not do these, things to fill in. It's sad that I've seen a lot of women, young daughters, who go down a troubling path, and they have a kid because of a troubling path. They didn't have a, again, most children in the world are born through lust, not love, and it's sad. So moms, you do have a difficult job, and that's why I say it is a burden on you. Choose the right fathers. So for the women who choose to be married or in a long-time relationship and they think they came to a mutual agreement to have a child and everything, man, props off to you. That is something that I would always preach, because I want a happy family. I want the fathers I want the fathers and mothers be in these children's lives, because we are starting to see what's going on with society, how it's being changed with words, changed with manipulation, propaganda. Hell, remember back in the 80s, late 70s and 80s, they try to get rid of you, saying that you don't need to give milk. You can use Similac. You can give Similac. No, that's not how nature, if you don't believe in God, but I believe in God, but if you don't believe in God, that's not what nature intended to do. We're not going to create no scientific formula for a newborn baby. That's not that could make you work better. Because I am on a premonition. This is just a thought. This is not concrete evidence. But I think most of our allergies and crazy stuff that is happening to kids, like peanut allergy and everything, is because science tried to overdo nature. Science tried to overdo nature and do certain things. So we went through a whole almost 20-year gap period of coming up with Similac and all that stuff. When breastfeed, I already told, if I ever have a wife, I say, hey, you're gonna have to breastfeed. I'd rather you that. As a male, I'll feed you the right foods, and you produce the milk to help my son or daughter become healthy. Because I ain't doing the Similac thing. I don't believe that one. Science has done great things for humans. I get that. But when we have something as basic that's been that happened for eons before, and now we try to think, oh, we could do better than that. No. Mm-mm. I think that's a bad idea. So that's what I said. There are times where people have marginalized mothers, and that's one of the times that's marginalized mothers that backfired. And again, moms, you got to stand up. You got to stand up and show, hey, we all not crazy. We all blah. Just stand up and be the great woman that you are in reality. Now we have another time that's coming up now. There's been a trend in the news, in media, to force this upon us that we have to do this, and that's why I said now it's a bad. And again, it's sad that it's on the moms. And guys, help. You got to help the moms become a mother and help her do what you got to do as a father or as the, I don't want to say it that way, but as the father of the child, help the mom. Help her to mold the kid as well to show authority, because remember, you're the yin to her yang, so you gotta show the balance in there, of course. That's why I'm always gonna be for having marriage. And again, you don't have to, but I always try to say go to marriage, that's the best way, because again, statistically shows that having a mother and a father in life, kids do way better than being a single mom or single dad, or it just is. So I always preach to young girls: don't have kids young. Wait until you get wait till you get a job, and choose the right father. Because you're not that night when you're having sex with this dude. It's just sex with the dude. So if that's the case, you should be protected. Of course, have protection. You have all forms of protection now, ladies. You do. So use the protection. But if it comes time when you want to have a father, know that, because that one night fling could turn into a father, and it might not turn out great. It really might not turn out great. So please be conscientious of that. Nobody said nothing that sex ain't great. Sex is a wonderful feeling, but it's better with the person you love. And again, it's better if you know the consequences of you could have a child, do the right thing. But in this time we are living in right now, again, the media, the news, teen politicians, oh God, they're forcing us to change our roles to whatever. So I'm gonna play some clips, of course, from CNN and ABC, like all the stuff, because mothers are under attack once again. And let me call out one thing. We were talking about this in the radio station last night when I was at the studio, and I said, look, I understand, because one guy was like, well, we got to blame Oprah for something. And I blame Oprah for one thing, but not too much. But she got caught up in the crap, and that's what it was. And Oprah did this show and presenting the whole men can have a baby thing, which we found out it was a woman. That story is just so crazy. A woman who transgendered to a man and had a baby because she still had a part. Because again, everybody's like, oh, I should call you a person. No, the transition not. A woman's a woman, a man's a man. That's it. Let's not try to confuse you. Right now, we got a lot of people confusing us, these young kids and young women now and young dudes, with this whole gender fluidity and all this crap. And I call it crap because it is. It's nonsense. You have your things. You were born this way. As the old saying goes, you was dealt the cards, accept it, and try to play the best cards you can in this role of life. Put your poker face on, be stern, and just do what you have to do. That's what we have learned in this life. A lot of people fold. A lot of people play the cards and win. That's something that needs to be keep on talking about. But when Oprah did that whole thing with that, and it kind of made me sad too, because when I explained last night to the people I was talking in the studio, it's like, it's kind of sad that, let me see, so you transgender to a man, so you could be a man, you take all the hormones and all the testosterone, everything, so you grow a beard and everything, and it's sad that she did the whole stereotypical big belly, flabby guy and everything, and not know whatever, and the beard and everything. So you went and you going out with this woman. You want to have a children. The woman couldn't have a child. Who is the female of the relationship, But you got to take the role because you, who turned yourself into a man, was a better woman than the woman. God, life is weird. Life is just crazy with how it works out. So, what is so what I will say is this. And again, for the people in the chat and everything up there, True Project Open Mic and everything. Again, people in Europe, peace. I'm saying really happy Mother's Day for everybody out there. It's basically nighttime for y'all, and I know sometimes Radio T3 reaches out to Japan and stuff. Again, for anybody out there, happy Mother's Day. Do it for those mothers who sacrifice and do many great things. But you, like I said, mothers are under attack right now. Again, because now they're trying to do this whole gender fluid and whatever. So let's just hear some clips. And tradition is tradition. I get that. I know sometimes we got to break traditions to evolve into something great. But sometimes, as people always say, progress is great. Not all progress is great. Sometimes we progress and then regress because we're so enlightened into our head that, oh, we're doing great things. We don't know that we're going backwards. Because everybody's like, let's reach the mountaintop. If you reach the mountaintop, there's only one thing you could do. And go down. So we got to be careful when we get to that peak. Can we stay there, or let's back it off a little bit so we can have this great things that are going good? Because once you get over it, you got to get over it. And greatness works the same way as does the turmoil. You know, when you get to when you go into a rough time and you get up to the top, that one, I would say yes, you have to go over it. But greatness, yeah. So, I mean, give me a second here. So this is around the world because Project Open Mic is around the world. So for my people in UK, whew, here we go.
In England, a high-end supermarket chain called Waitrose is now selling gender-neutral Mother's Day cards. Just take a moment to try to wrap your mind around that. Gender-neutral Mother's Day cards. The Times of London reports that they're trying to make the celebration more transgender inclusive. And the chain is selling Happy You Day cards in their Mother's Day card section, in which the word mother does not appear. British store takes mom out of Mother's Day to be more inclusive of transgenders.
Again, I have, for those who go to Transphobia and all that stuff, okay, that's your choice. You could do that. I'm not going to be disrespectful for you because it's not. But again, we got to stop this thing about, oh, you a woman. No, you're not. A guy cannot become a female because she cannot have children. He doesn't have he don't have the inner plumbing to become a female. No, he's not. And a woman cannot be a man because she don't have the female either. We gotta put down this craze of doing this because it gets worse. I'll play you more clips. It gets worse, but this is what's going on now. This is regression going on right now. So we have that set up right there, which is ridiculous. But as this is my stance again, not all women who become mothers are mothers.
Europe as well. This from the Daily Mail. Mother's Day is for all women. There's no need to feel left out on Mother's Day just because you don't have children. The qualities we traditionally associate with motherhood, love, selflessness, wisdom, are things all women can use for the benefit of others and their own fulfillment. If you don't have children, Mother's Day must be a bit difficult. Amidst the flowers and cards, even the most saint-like woman would find it hard not to feel overlooked if she's not a mother herself. Now,
why are we doing this? I don't know, but yeah, again, not even I only play that clip because again, not all women who become mothers are mothers. Because again, we have mothers who have done horrible things to their kids, and I'm not gonna bring it up here, but I'm just saying you'll be seeing that later on because I do want to make sure that guys, women understand what you gotta. It's like this, and I've said this before. If you want, I want to praise the people who do good, and then those who do bad, we need to show them as an example so the youth could not do that. If I see this guy doing horrible things to women or whatever, Eric Scheiderman, for say, if you don't know who that is, I'll explain for a quick second. You don't want to praise him, but you do want to praise if you see a guy or a woman who does great things, like a Mother Teresa or like my grandma, who did what she did to our kids, or my grandma, or a couple mothers that I know in real life, again, friends or whatever, who sacrificed and did some crazy stuff, or some military moms that I know who did stuff. I want to praise them. Now, the ones who do horrible things, kill children, smoke, drugs, mess up their lives with the children, all that stuff. Nah, I use those as examples of, hey, we should, the power of shame has almost gone in America. We don't shame nobody for that. We shame people now for being, oh, we going this way or that way. No, it shouldn't be that. We should shame people who do evil and disgusting things. Let's do that. But also praise those who did the right thing. Like on my Facebook, since I'm looking at Facebook camera right now, on my Facebook, I had a story about this girl in North Carolina. She got scholarships into 100. She got accepted to 113 colleges, and she has a 4 scholarship, full road scholarship that she don't have to pay nothing because she worked her butt off in school. God bless her. And you know what? She didn't get messed up into the peer pressure, try to be hip and cool, and try to be it girl. She stayed in her books, did her thing, and look what she has right now. I wish her the best of luck, that she goes forward, she get her degrees, she do something that will help society, and if she's that smart, she choose the right father, you get married. If not, just have a child with the right father, and the father's in the life, and produce an offspring that helps further things, helps the society goes further into a brighter future. So I'm down with that, and so I'm gonna, like I said, I'm pointing out. I will always do that, and that's what we get from how life is. It's something that we need to do to so we could have a great society. I mean, that's just what it is. I don't want the role mother to be tainted and brought down because some people trying to do crazy things like this.
Mother's Day more inclusive. In this day and age of diversity and inclusivity, it is about time we made Mother's Day more inclusive too. Of course, the age.
So we inclusive in the whole transgender and all that stuff. No, and again, here's my thing. Like when we talk about mothers and stuff, like I said, is it rough? But if a child got somebody in their life to help them out, that's a blessing. Or 2 dudes raising a child. Hey, if they raise a child and they raise it the best as they can, I'm not against that. 2 moms, because the whole homosexual kind of stuff. I don't use gay because I hate that we changed the word gay from being happy to that. It makes no sense. And I'm the person going to stop that on my radio show. I'm not using these crazy words. I'm not changing the definition of words to make people feel no better. That's the real talk. But if a like I said, 2 women who do lesbians who want to do that, hey, and there is a kid, I'm not against that. Raise the kid as best as he can. We have to be reality though. 2 mothers cannot teach a son to be a man, and 2 fathers can't teach a daughter to be a woman. But with that said, I'm not against homosexuals or lesbian or whatever you want to say, against raising kids, because there are a lot of kids out there who have horrible lives, and they had, again, because of a horrible mom, they put in or dad have a situation to put in, and they need some loving. They need somebody to take care of them and shelter them up. So I never was and never will be against that. I know a couple lesbians who have raised good daughters. I know a couple. I know, not I think it's a couple. I know two dudes who are gay, not gay, shit, who are homosexuals, who raised a good son. His son is good. He's basically going to his second year of college. The first year he got a scholarship, and he's doing good in college and doing great things. And the same thing for the mothers as well. So, but we gotta lock down this whole mother thing to be praiseworthy for what it is, and not water it down, because that's what's been going lately. We've been watering down a lot of these words, and it is not good that we do that. So, and again, I'm not playing just stories from Europe. This is
British Medical Association is literally directing all doctors and nurses to stop calling pregnant women who come into the hospital pregnant women, and instead refer to them as pregnant people, because in their mind, men can get pregnant too. And in their mind,
and this is a hospital saying this garbage.
Since men can get pregnant, men can also murder their babies too.
Jeez. Your hospital, what are you saying is craziness? It's ridiculous. The men can get no, they can't. No, they can't. And then you have America that has this, who's doing this too.
The Midwives Alliance of North America, which is an organization of midwives, or the people who help pregnant women through the birthing process, have now also changed their language to be more inclusive and no longer refer to pregnant women as women or expectant mothers, but instead they call them pregnant people and birthing individuals. The new gender-neutral language recognizes that some transgender, genderqueer, and intersex individuals may require midwifery care and do not identify as women.
We got to stop this nonsense. You really do. Mothers, you're getting attacked from that craziness. That's what's going on. That's the Midwife of America, Association of America, saying that. Again, I played the one for the hospital. So you even got scientists on doctors who's sharing in this crazy language. No, you shouldn't. Mothers are mothers. Those who again, I upheld mothers who do the right thing or whatever, and I call them a mother. Again, a woman who has a child doesn't mean that you're a mother. But we gotta stop this crazy of gender fluidity and all this garbage that's poisonous to these young kids, because we got mothers now, and again, I don't even want to call them. We got women who had children who are putting this crap in their kids at kindergarten, at first grade. I'm like, oh, he feels like he's a female, so I'm gonna give him hormone. There are women who giving their sons hormone because he wanted to play with a doll. That doesn't mean that he wants to become a girl. Right now he doesn't know what's going on. When he gets 13, when the puberty kicks in, he might want it to be a boy, but he just, I played with dolls when I was young. I know I did. I have the pictures to back it up. But yeah, I play with dolls. I wanted to play with people and fit in. Hell, half of the people right now on Facebook Live knew me when I was young. And I played with their sons and daughters. Come on. But we have women now who's forcing this crap down these young children. Some of these women use their children as experience, which is disgusting to me. And that's why I want to put those kind of women down. They're not mothers. They are just not the right people. The ones who hold the role and do great things, I want to praise them up. That's what I want to do. But this crap right here, that's not helping. Why are we changing our words? Why are we doing this whole gender role thing? What? No. This is not helping us up, and it's confusing a lot of young kids to become what it is. Because even now, sadly, you even have this going on. This is this is also in over there in Britain, where you could picture the person who's saying this. The person is an expert. They got the degree. But sometimes identity politics gets in the way of a lot of simple sense. I don't use the word common sense because common means we got to have common. Everybody thinks about it. And we don't have that now. We need simple sense. We don't need common sense. We need simple sense because it's getting ridiculous. We're getting to the point now because of all the stuff going on in the news media now that we have to ask children. You know what? Let's just play the clip. Let's just play the clip.
How young are some of the children you talk to?
We work from children from 3 years old. We work with parents from birth.
From birth?
Yeah. Just about how to set up a culture of consent in their home. So I'm going to change your nappy now. Is that okay? Of course, the baby's not going to respond. Yes, Mum, that's awesome. I'd love to have my nappy changed. But if you leave a space and wait for body language and wait to make eye contact, then you're letting that child know that their response matters.
This woman's saying that we need to ask consent for our children to change their diapers. Not knowing what she just said makes no sense because a child a child has laughing, giggles, whatever, but yeah, how would the child give consent for changing the diaper? We know not changing the diaper can give you, basically it's not healthy. This is crazy what's going on in the world, how they're trying to manipulate and change how young minds think to include all this craziness. There's a reason why I will give a shout out to the owner of Chick-fil-A. And I got to do a video about Chick-fil-A because it's crazy what's going on with them. Who is a religious guy, a Christian, who said, he didn't say nothing wrong. He just said, it's crazy how we humans try to outthink God. And if you don't believe in God, it's just like I said with the Similac thing just a while ago. It's funny how we humans try to outthink nature. It's crazy. This kind of stuff is creating a weird paradox in the world we live in right now. It really is. And it's not needed. We need to stop this from happening. That's what we need to do. We need to stop this from happening. That's why I am one of those persons who I'm not, again, I slipped up there, but I am not using the word that got changed because of crap. I'm not using that name, the word for that. It's not. That's what it is. We change the words to make them feel what it is. And also we get all these new words thrown onto us that doesn't mean a daggone thing. Making up new words and these new definitions just to make you feel inclusive and all that nonsense. No. We don't need that. It's not needed at all. And of course, the person who's the expert got pink hair. Go figure, right? The world is crazy, and it's always been crazy. The problem is, though, as I play some of those clips and stuff for you here, we live in a world now that we are so connected, but we don't have wisdom. We don't have wisdom. We have all the knowledge at our fingertips, but because we don't have the experience, the wisdom, we fall very far from where we're supposed to be. This person is an expert. She went to school. She got a degree. She got to college. She got everything. But she's pointing out that we got to do this exclusively and make consent as a baby. All babies no, it's a baby. Please do your best to take care of the child. Change his napkin. So it's nappy, as she said, but basically a diaper. Make sure they eat the right food. Again, as a mother, as a guy who wants to have a child or whatever, I've asked many women who I wanted, who thought I could go forward with, but didn't happen, but whatever, that they're gonna breastfeed my child because I want my child to be breastfed by the way God intended or nature intended, not by humans trying to overthink. Some cases, humans have overkicked nature and done great things. Cancer research have no problem with that. Fixing our arms and all that stuff, if something happened or stop a disease like polio or something. Yes, that's something. Let's help out, or muscular dystrophy, or paralyzation if something happened. Science, kick in there, do that. I love that, but raising a child and being at the basics, no. As I'm looking, I'm basically reading one right now. Miss Marcella, who was my teacher. And happy Mother's Day to you, Miss Marcella. Like, it doesn't really. Okay. Basically, they were saying, doesn't matter what transgender call it themselves, only females can get impregnated. Well, we know that, but we gotta understand that this stuff is getting put into a young child's mind. Wisdom is part. You're 100% right, Marcella, Miss Jones, and I am. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm doing. Project Open Mic to talk about the issues we have going on in this thing. I've seen a family, and the family came from the Caribbean. I've seen a family that's going on right now. Crap. And I gotta wrap this up. I was not even watching the time. I see a family that installed greatness. There wasn't, as people say, ratchet or ghetto or none of that nonsense, as people will say. It wasn't that. But the daughters fell apart. The father was there. The father provided everything. The mother was not a get, as you call, ghetto or ratchet. But because the daughters listened to all that stupid love and hip hop and the poisons, what are going on, the Cardi B's and all the hip hop stuff, and because of peer pressure in school, their lives has fallen apart. Their lives has fallen apart. They had a better chance of doing great stuff than I have, and I surpassed them. That should never happen. But peer pressure, listen to the local music, the music, all that stuff get pushed into our minds, and we do horrible things. So, like Miss Jones said, I'm with you. No matter what they say, it's not going to change that. You're correct, but we gotta be careful of what's going on, what reaches our kids as best as we can, and let nobody think. So as a mother, you have a lot of things to do to keep your son feel love and not look for love wearing in someplace, and also to make your daughters feel love, that they understand, hey, I'm doing this because, again, as kids, we don't understand everything that a mom, that we think we're arrogant. We're arrogant. We're young. We think we know everything because, including now in the world of technology, where we have YouTube and the internet. Again, we have the technology and we have knowledge at our fingertips, but because we don't have wisdom, which is the life experience of saying, okay. And there's a difference, and I always do this quote. I know how to use my phone. I know what a phone is. I know what it's all about, but I don't know how to build one. Because I don't have the experience. I don't have the wisdom to create one. I didn't know how to build a computer until the day whatever. But you know what? After messing with it over and over and over again, I have the wisdom now to build a computer. I didn't know how to cook food, but after seeing my mom cook food, my aunt, God rest her soul, again, happy Mother's Day to Gretel Weeks. She passed away 2 years ago. Like seeing my grandma, my mom, and Gretel, my aunt cook food over and over again. I could cook the bombest ass cheesecake that you ever tasted because I have the wisdom now. I've seen them do it. I tried doing it. I messed up a little bit, but then after trial and error, I got it perfect. That's what needs to be happening. So mothers, you have a tall order on top of you. You have a very tall order on top of you to take care of the future. Please, if you have a child, make sure that you put your moral blessings into that child, your wisdom as well. That's why I say shout outs to my grandma and everything. Impart that wisdom into the child, as I said, and impart it into the child, and make a daughter feel love, that she don't look for love in strange places, and make the son feel love, that he understands what I want in a woman when I want to get married. Don't let the media, news, politicians, and everybody take the word mother and disseminate it like I just played the clips, like the clips I just played right there about this whole transgender nonsense crap. Again, I have sympathy for the people who my thing with transgender is, like I said, if you want to do it on your own dime. I got nothing against you. Nothing against you at all if you do that. You're your own person. You could do that. Don't do it to your kids as an experiment. Do not mess with the kids' hormones before they get to puberty. Let they get up to about 20 something to do that stuff. Don't do that because they have horrible horrible. There's a woman who gave her son the hormones, and then at a point where the son said, "I want to be a boy," and she had to stop it. He couldn't because he gained a nasty cancer because of that. Let's not mess with nature that way. All right? Let's not do that way. But like I said, you have a tall order. Choose the right fathers, because you do have the choice. You have the ultimate choice in that. Sad to say, that's a burden on you, but you do that. Choose the right fathers to have a child with. If you're going to have a one-night little fling, protect yourself. 100% protect yourself. Again, I would always preach, protect yourself, protect yourself, protect yourself. Until you're right, because most children are born through lust, not love. Point taken. But for those who went through the burden and create morally correct, I won't say the best or the brightest, because it's not. Sometimes there's some people who did horrible things that changed their lives because an event happened. But for those who did the moral best in the world, not killing nobody, not hurting nobody, or doing anything that you produce, God bless you, and remember things started into them. Because not every woman that has a child is a mother. It's not. You're an egg donor. But I want to praise the women who do, and I do mean this, the women who do great things in their children's life and take that burden on. God bless you for what you have done. And as I said, you should be praised today. Happy Mother's Day for all the good, the bad, the ill, well. But those who took who did the right path and do it. And let me go through, basically run down the list for everybody here. You choose to get married, you choose to find the right partner. Happy Mother's Day to you. You stepped in the role as a mother, as an aunt or a sister, or you basically was a woman who couldn't be adopted kids, and you did great things. Happy Mother's Day to you. Women, no, to those who not of their fault. You know, the fathers, there are guys who are jerks. I'm not going to deny that. There are guys who are jerks. But you stepped up the role and you created a society that's great. I mean, offspring that's great. Happy Mother's Day to you. The women who takes on the burden, again, who've been widowed and got to become mothers and fathers, happy Mother's Day to you. The women who are preparing to become pregnant and did it the right way of waiting until they got a degree, or not even a degree, got a job, got out of high school, that have some kind of income that doesn't need the welfare system to help you. Happy Mother's Day to you. And again, the women who choose the right fathers to become the father of your child, your son, or your daughter. Happy Mother's Day to you. And to the grandmothers who passed on that wisdom onto them, happy Mother's Day to you. And for the mothers who got children young and found out that they're going to be great mothers, and passed on and adopted out their kids. And there's tragedy in most of that, but those who found good parents, like I said, a couple of people I know who found good adopted parents and became great things, happy Mother's Day to you. Y'all are the people who I tip my cap off to you, the wives and everything. You get married as well too, happy Mother's Day to you. Everybody else, no, because I'm gonna praise the mothers who do the right thing and not the mothers who do the bad thing. We gotta separate. Just like I've talked about the whole black and and other thing. But there are black people who do great things and there are black people who do horrible things. Separate, because we can't fix everybody, and that's what we need to know. We can't save everybody, and I'm not into that. After 35 years of wisdom, not gonna work. I see that. I see why. What is what. So with that said, thank you all for watching Project Open Mic. Again, happy Mother's Day to y'all. Again, for those on Facebook, you can check out Project Open Mic on YouTube. If you want to contact whatever, you could do through Project Open Mic on Twitter, Project Open Mic on Instagram. And again, we're busy trying to get a drive and stuff, going to get some some supplies, because June I'm heading down to St. Thomas. And we're gonna try to do flashlights, batteries, soaps, stuff. Prepare yourself for the hurricane season. So we're gonna do that just like I did last year. After the hurricane season, I brought down stuff to help people. I'm gonna do it again. I pray to God that 2018 hurricane season is not that horrible. I hope it's not. But again, let's do the best. Let's keep it going. And again, for the mothers out there who are dearly, like I listed off, thank you. Thank you for what you have done, for what you have partake. And you know what? I gotta give one more thing. Shout outs to the fathers who, if the mothers got who got widowed, the fathers who had to be the mother and the father. You guys also, my hat is off to you for what you do, because again, it's not an easy job, and God bless you as well. So today, sit back, relax, get the phone call, have the flowers, get the little, again, as kids, you got to give your mom a massage, a relaxing day one time, you know, because like I said, when I'm going down, my mom's going to be in a nice place for a second. You got to do something once in a while, make her feel appreciated. You know what? Because the old joke is they could have chosen not to have you, but they did. So be happy. Be happy of that. But thank you guys, and thank you guys on Radio T3 in Europe and whatever. Also, thank you guys on Project Open Mic on YouTube. And thank you guys on Facebook for watching. And I hope you guys keep on this journey on Project Open Mic. Like I said, right now I'm just keeping the content going and doing things myself, but I will have more people joining into this corral, and I have no problem doing a one-on-one on any topic that we need to talk about. You contact me through the means, and we could talk about, again, life matters, you know, children, sex, relationships, blacks, whites, all that crap. We could do that because I want, the Project Open Mic is all about a conversation. That's what it is. Not an argument with the stuff. We're going to put some facts out there, but let's talk about this, and let's stop this narrative of changing this whole mother's thing to be this. No, mother's a mother, father's a father. Let's not try to change their definition. Let's make it what it is and keep things simple. And if we keep things simple, we're going to move forward into a better future. Because again, the choice of me is to help the best I can. I have this platform and this opportunity to reach millions of people. I'm going to do what I can to do it. And also get people to have critical thinking, because that also is gone too. Critical thinking is dead in most cases. Because again, when you listen to what a lady said, she's, you know what, I gotta play that again before I go. I gotta play it one more time because that was crazy. Listen to the part of what she said that had me when she said that.
Respond, yes, mum, that's awesome. I'd love to. Your nappy now, is that okay? Of course, the baby's not going to respond. Yes, mum. So
if the baby's not going to respond, why even try? Because you know it's kind of stupid. So even that's the kind of that's the simple sense we need in this world right now. And let those people.
Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to have my nappy changed.
Like a baby's going to do that.
But if you leave a space and wait for body language and wait to.
What body language a child will have? Again, we got to stop this crazy thinking that's trying to tear down families. It really is. It's tearing down families and it's not needed. But again, thank you guys. Again, this is what Project Open Mic is going to be about, to go against this craziness and again have a conversation. So thank you guys for joining us. It's no problem, sir. I know you're late. You could catch it on a replay, of course. Anybody who came late, you can watch the video anytime and comment and put your comments in there. But you know what it is. You can watch it in the replay, sir. And you know how it goes. And let me see. God, nature, laws of the universe to take your pick. I got you. Yeah. Somebody's out there who's trying to buck it all the time. You're right. But again, let's keep it real. Happy Mother's Day for all people out there. Signing off on Radio T3. This is your boy Tig and Project Open Mic. Y'all have a good day. Happy Mother's Day.